everyone, it's Dianne at Minerva. I hope you're all having a fabulous week. And today I'm going to share a make with you for 2 items. So it's the trousers and skirt from this pattern, New Look 6730. And we're going to be making these today because they both follow very similar lines in regards to the casing of the elastic. So stick around, I'm going to make the trousers first of all, and then the skirt. So they're both really easy and I'm sure you'll have fun making these. Now what we're going to be using today is this beautiful Minerva exclusive viscose jersey in boudoir bouquet. I really love this design, it's so delicate and it has really pretty colours, it's one of my favourites. Now wash and prepare that fabric before we get started, and when you've done that, check your sizing with the back of the packet. We do this to get a perfect fit. And when you've done that, we're ready to go and begin cutting our pattern pieces. So let's go and do that now. So here are the pattern pieces for the skirt. So this piece here is for the front and the back. We're going to cut 2 pieces of it on the fold is here, and here is the waistline. Make a note of these markings. So this is for view C, the shorter version of the skirt. Then to make the trousers, we have the trouser or pant front. We're going to cut 2 pieces, make a note of the markings. This is a straight grain and you can also lengthen or shorten at this double marking here. And here we have the trousers or pants back. Again, we're going to cut 2 pieces, the straight grain is this way, note your markings. Now we're ready to begin making our trousers first of all. So before we start, you want to wind half of your thread onto your machine spool and check your needle. So I'm using a stretch needle today. You will need to use a stretch or ballpoint needle on this jersey fabric. So please test it out before we get started. Then when you've done that, we're going to take our front and back leg pieces and we're going to join them together at the inner leg. Let's do that first of all. So place right sides facing a front leg and a back leg like this. We're going to join the inside leg seam with a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance. You do need to ease a little bit here, the markings, but because we're using a jersey fabric, that's really easy because there's a lot of stretch in it anyway. When you've finished this seam, you can zigzag or overlock finish it and press it to one side. Alternatively, you could do both sides before you create this seam and press the seam open, so that's up to you. I'm going to finish my seam both pieces together and press it to one side. So let's create that seam now. On your machine you want to change to either a stretch stitch or a zigzag stitch. So I've got a small zigzag stitch, I've also made the stitch length smaller and this will help maintain the stretch of the fabric. At key points such as round the crotch area, you can do it double to reinforce it. Now with right sides facing, you're going to pin the curve here. So we're placing both legs together. So we've got the back pieces together and the front pieces together. Here are the notches. We're going to stitch around this curve again with a stretch stitch. And to make it nice and secure, with it being an area of pressure in the seat, I would go over it again. You can also use a triple stretch stitch if you have this function on your machine. So we're going to stitch this in place with a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance. At this point you're going to pin the side seam of your trouser leg like this, right sides facing. Make sure that you match your notches here, and again we're going to stitch with a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance. Keep your stretch stitch or a zigzag stitch on throughout. Now I'm adding a Minerva Maker label at the back here. This also serves as a good reminder which is the front and which is the back. I will tag some of these in with the products below. You could also add this at the back waistband if you wish. We're going to be adding the casing there now, so I've just put mine in the seam. Now on each of your side seams and the front seam, we're going to catch down the seam into the side here. Now the reason we're doing this is because when we push our elastic through, sometimes it can get caught behind here and you won't be able to push it through freely. So if we stitch it down now, that saves it getting caught, and then we can take out these basting stitches after. So put it on a large stitch and a straight stitch and just stitch this down at each of these seam points. Now we're going to create our casing. So you want to turn under 3.2 centimetres at the top like this and give it a press. Now you can either turn under an additional amount here and give it a small hem, so you'll have to allow this into 3.2 that's allowed. What I've done is I've overlocked it, so you could overlock or zigzag finish it if you wish. When you have that pressed in place, we're going to stitch all the way around the waistband to create the casing. Now we need to make sure that we leave an opening at the back here to insert our elastic. Make sure you have your stretch stitch on or zigzag stitch still, because this is going to be stretched with the elastic. Now you're going to cut a width of elastic that comfortably fits your waist, and you're going to insert it through your opening. So you can either use a bodkin or a large safety pin. So insert it through the opening and feed your elastic through. Try to keep it flat as you go. And because you've caught these seams down, it should pass through nice and smoothly. When you get to the other side, we're going to join our elastics together. Do this again with a stretch stitch or a zigzag stitch and go over it a number of times. Now you're going to close your hole where you inserted your elastic. You can also take out those temporary stitches at the side seams at this point as well. Now we're going to hem our trousers, so you may wish to try them on before we begin. Now it's a 3.8 centimetre hem allowed as standard, so you can either overlock it and trim off the excess if they're too long for you and then turn it up, or you can do a double fold like this. I just think this gives a more stable hem if you do this. Now hem your trousers. So that's your trousers complete. I will do a reveal at the end when we've completed the skirt. So now we're moving on to the skirt. Again, it's a really easy make and I think you'll enjoy making this. First of all, we're going to take our front and back piece of our skirt, which are both identical, and we're going to place them right sides facing and stitch the side seams. So let's do that now. So here are my skirt pieces. This is the side seam. We're going to stitch it with a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance and then edge finish and give that seam a press. Now be sure to use your zigzag stitch or your stretch stitch throughout, and of course a stretch needle again on this particular project. Now when you've completed your seams, edge finish them and press them flat. Then we're going to press under 3.2 at the top waistband in the same way that we did the trousers. Now again, you're going to want to catch down the seam at the side so that when you pull the elastic through the casing, it doesn't catch behind it. So stitch this down with a large straight stitch and then we'll take these stitches out after. At this point where you're creating your casing, you can either do an additional amount turned under like this, So either press it and give it a small hem, or you can zigzag stitch or overlock, which is what I'm going to do, and just stitch it down flat for your casing. So let's do that now. So I'm going to catch these seams in first of all. Now I'm just going to overlock this raw edge. Now stitch your casing in place. Remember to leave an opening to insert your elastic. Now, using either a bodkin or a safety pin, you're going to insert your elastic through your casing. Try and keep it flat as you do this so that it doesn't twist. And then when we get to the other side, we're going to stitch both pieces of elastic together. Use a zigzag stitch to do this, and you may also want to go over it a number of times. Now close up the hole in the casing where you inserted your elastic. And you can also take out these additional stitches at the side seams where you just caught down your seam allowance there. Now try on your skirt to determine the finished length and pin it to your desired length. Now for the skirt there is a standard 3.8 centimetre hem allowed, but as I said before, you may wish to try it on and see what's best for you. Now you can overlock and just turn it up once, or do a double fold. So here are the finished trousers. They're really comfortable. And here is the finished skirt. Well, I hope you've enjoyed sewing along with me. I've really enjoyed making both of these items. Both the skirt and the trousers are really easy to make, comfortable, ideal for a summer holiday wardrobe, great to throw in your suitcase. I look forward to seeing what you've all made, what different fabrics you've used, so remember to include any photographs in with your comments. I also think this would be a great one for gift giving, for a beginner sewer to pop in some fabric and this pattern, and they could get going on making their own capsule wardrobe. So that's all from me for today, but I hope you take a look at the Minerva Craft Club to get 10% off all your orders for a whole year, and of course create a free account with us to join in with our wonderful worldwide sewing community. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope to be back soon. Bye for now.